Hello and welcome, guys, to the Rovers Chat Channel. How are we all doing? I hope that I am actually in. Am I in mute? Am I muted? I'm guessing I am. I'm guessing I'm not. How are we all doing? And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not Jared today. I've just seen the comment that was posted just from Ryan Edwards. Welcome the return of Jared. I'm not sure where he is right now, but yeah, I mean, he is the good look. He is the good look for the Rovers Chat. It's going to be me today. Yeah, I'm not muted. Thank you very much, Rovers Report. It's Blackpool versus Blackburn versus Blackpool today. The team's just come out about half an hour ago. I didn't realize that it was at 8 o'clock. I thought it was at 7:45. So that is the sort of what we're going to do today. Hello, guys. Hi. Yeah, it is me. I'm currently on a half a screen each, so I just need to sort this out for a second. So I can actually see the comments. Yep, it's Dom. Yep. Hi, Dom. Do you know where Butterworth is? That's the main question that we all ask. Where is Butterworth? Where is Butterworth? Dom, not Jared. Yep. I mean, that's what we all want to know. Not where Butterworth is. Where is Jared? Hi, Kevin. How are you doing? Greetings from Dublin, Ireland. Wow. Okay. I've heard it's expensive in Dublin as the sort of night goes on for a sort of beer, especially where the main pub is in Dublin. As the night goes on, the pint gets a bit dearer. I think that's. Hope Blackburn do well from a Huddersfield fan, and hope we beat Bristol. Are we getting to that stage of the season already where we're hoping other teams win? Because right now, as a Rovers fan, and I hope you all think the same thing, I'm hoping that Rovers win just a 1-0 victory. So what are we all predicting today, guys? So what do we think of the team? The team came out about half an hour ago. Rovers reporters put, have you had a haircut, Dom? No, I just molt like a cat. So that's the answer to that, to be honest with you. Bloomfield Road looks pretty quiet so far. It's still half an hour to go. Just to let you all know that we're in a live stream tomorrow as well. At about 8:30ish, I think, with a lot of people, including myself, unless I get to the point where I can't speak again, because this is my first time ever doing a stream, and I guess by about 9:30, I'm going to be flat out, especially for not the victory that we want today. Temple Bar is a tourist trap, apparently. Price of a pint go. Yep, that's what I've heard as well. I remember a couple of people saying to me, "Go on a stag do there," and I said, "Not a chance at all." So I'll go around the team today. It's but first and foremost, if none of you have done it, I can't get the overlay, and from the words of Dan, who's in charge of the Rovers chat. I did ask for an intro today. You know, the sort of countdown of the numbers. This is what he put. I will need an intro today, but nah, fuck it. And I asked if I could swear, and he's not replied. So that's that, isn't it? The price of a pint goes up every half an hour after 9 p.m. That's mental, isn't it? Dom, you have gorgeous eyes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know who that is. You're a sweetie, aren't you? Thank you very much. Talking of beautiful eyes, I can see on the screen John Dahl Thomason is speaking, and even after losing the last 3 games, like I said on the Blackpool chat yesterday, I think the Seasiders podcast, the way he speaks, I'm just in awe of every conversation he has with a pundit or a reporter. It's actually to keep numbers down, as it's always packed. Oh, okay, that makes sense, doesn't it? I wonder what the maximum price is for a pint. There is mental. Expected. I'm not going to look at the stats of the Rovers team right now. Goals expected. We're in bottom. Goal shots were in bottom. On target we're in bottom. It's almost clear what we need, isn't it? And it actually came today, didn't it? George Hurst, the signing of George Hurst. So hopefully, by the next game, is it against Bristol City at home? I've got that right. He'll be in the team because we are very much lacking up front. So we'll go with the team. Kaminsky in goal. I'm assuming Travis is at right back. Hyam and Carter at centre back. Pickering at left back. Wharton and Morton. I definitely will get that wrong at some point, just by the way I speak because I mumble a lot. In centre mid, Hedges at right wing. I'm guessing Dak in the hole. Brereton on the left, and Dolan is like a sort of a fluid front four, isn't it? Essentially, he's saying a 3-1 win. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win, to be honest with you. That's going to be my prediction on the game. The result depends on which Rovers kit we play in. It looks like we're playing in the home kit. If anyone wants to give me a fact on the kits so far this season, then I'm sure I'm looking at Bradley Dack here on the screen. It's showing highlights from 2 years ago. Jesus, he's been on a TV series since then. He's broke both his legs, so it's hard to judge off this, isn't it? I feel like when everyone's talking about Blackburn, and I was on the podcast yesterday with the Blackpool players, they only knew Brereton Diaz and Bradley Dack, and it sort of shows how much of a marketing player he is, I suppose, for the club. Whether that's a good or a bad thing, he does show his sort of prowess in the box, doesn't he? He does know how to get there, especially against Hartlepool and Bradford. I know they're against League Two sides, but hopefully he'll get off the rust, won't he? Yes, I know they're two ACLs, weren't they? They're not broken legs. It was just a bit of a hyperbole, wasn't it? Sorry about that. Do I have to be correct in this chat? Where was it up to? Yo, was it up to here? Yeah. Yo, what's it say? I can't read. What up, my Rovers? Yep, exactly. That's what we're all hoping for. Exactly. That's exactly what we're hoping for, isn't it? Today, I think we're all hoping just for a win. Whether it's a good win or a bad win, just get back onto the victories. That's all we need, isn't it? After three straight losses, it's what we need. Mad Dog PC, has Hurst, Dykes, and Barkley signed yet? I think Hurst is definitely signed. I've seen it on Twitter. Dykes, I've heard rumours, and I'm not sure where the Barkley. Where's Barkley? Ross Barkley. There's no way we can afford Ross Barkley. Surely not. Where's them rumours come from? That's just got to be from Twitter, hasn't it? Blackpool scored 6 and conceded 6. Yeah, they've had 2 3-3s, like I'd been told yesterday, but they've also lost 2 1-0. So it's either going to be a 3-3 or a 0-0, isn't it? 3-3 or 1-0, isn't it today? Naive Steve, congratulations to Tom Mowbray. Yeah, I think that's the consensus, isn't it, between Rovers fans today and last night is when he signed as the manager there, and he's got Venus as an assistant, hasn't he? We've never had a bad thought about Mowbray, apart from the fact it got a bit stale at every sort of season at the end of the season. We just needed a new manager. It wasn't a case of Mowbray could take us so far, and we do appreciate the fact that he steadied the ship, but at the end of the day, we need to get progress from here because we can't just stagnate. Because if you stagnate, you go backwards, can't you? And the fact that we're spending a lot of money this summer shows that he did have the money, didn't he? Whether or not he got told that. If anyone in the chat could tell me if he did or not, I don't know. But I think most Rovers fans do appreciate Tony Mowbray, and they'll always show him in high regards, and they'll never say a bad word about him. It's just it got a bit stale at the end of the day. Mad Dogs PC says 1-3 Diaz, Travis, Dolan. Travis to get his third of the season. I mean, it looked like he was on for 46 goals, like a Mitrovic, weren't it, at the start? Dolan really needs to kick on in the next few games, I feel. It's a very key point of his career, isn't it, this season? The sort of make a break, you could say. I know he's quite young still, but he is in his third or fourth season with Rovers, and you could argue is sort of push on from the first season. Sorry, I'm just looking up because the actual screen I've got is there. So do apologise for that. With Dolan, how many goals do we think we're going to get from this season? And will he progress like we thought he would? Because as an 18, 19-year-old, he came onto the scene, didn't he? Like instantly, basically. It was insane. But he seems to have just gone a bit lackluster his last few games. But he's, for me, I feel like he's more of an impact sub rather than a starter. But he proved me wrong today, I suppose. Gypsy Boy says, any more signings from Rovers? Today it has been George Hurst. I've heard that Callum Styles has been linked with a lot of championship clubs, whether or not that's Rovers, but it feels like he's been linked with them all summer. So it makes sense. And for me, I did say this in a podcast a couple of episodes ago. I feel like we do still need a left back because people are getting on Pickering's back, aren't they? And I feel like he does need a bit of a rest. We do need more defenders. Look at Ayalate. He's not in the team, and it's not even September. So, like I say, he plays like 20 games a season, doesn't he? He's probably, when he's fit, he's probably one of the best centre backs in the league. But that's a big caveat, isn't it? Domingo Lopez says 1-1, late game draw, ball to steal the joy from. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. For some reason, I read that as steal as in the metal. The joy from Blackpool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good way to spin a 1-1 draw, isn't it? Away from home. Would you take a draw today? Maybe. I suppose anything but a loss today would be a positive. I suppose we can't get 4 losses in a row. That's not great, is it? At the start of the season. Yeah, Kevin, they probably did. I can't lie, I've never had one. I think the closest thing I've ever had to that is a ligament damage rather than a torn ligament or a snapped ligament, essentially. I can't imagine them being any good. Adam says, hi, Dom. We need to bounce back with a win. We definitely do. I mean, it's the you've heard it here first. We need a win. Travis at right back, by the way. I think he was there in the under-23s, if I got that wrong, or at least at Liverpool when he was before Blackburn. I could be wrong with that, but we definitely do need a win today. And Mad Dogs PC says again, he got released by Chelsea. Who got released by Chelsea? Who have I got this wrong? Oh, Barkley, you mean? Ross Barkley. Right, yeah. But he'd be on, I mean, what would he be on at Chelsea? Like, there's the Chelsea. He'd be on about 100 grand at Chelsea. What's our reach? Is it 15 grand? We couldn't even get Lenian to get a contract. I can't imagine. But Ross Barkley, and you wouldn't want Ross Barkley anyway, I don't think. He's obviously better than the Championship, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Davros Moores. Sorry if I pronounce any names wrong, by the way. I'm terrible at it. I did a video on Alexander Isaac in my own channel, and honestly, in the first 3 seconds I got it wrong, so I do apologize. Hey, who do you think will sign next, and how many? I'm guessing that means in the last day or so. Who do you think will sign next? That's a good actual shout. Hopefully it's Styles. I wanted it to be Styles because he does play centre mid as well as left back, and we do need it. One of the who is a big one because they always keep it under sort of wraps, don't they? I sort of want it to be another striker because it like Blackpool with Bowler. It all depends if we lose Brereton, doesn't it? At the end of the day, Brereton Diaz even we can give Everton Brereton if we want, so we can keep Diaz. How many? I think we'll sign another 2 or 3 at least. We do need them. Like I just said, we definitely need them. Hi, Dom. The new lad is playing tonight. Is he? What? Hurst is playing tonight, is he? I've got this wrong. I've got Kaminsky, Travis, Hyam. Oh, right. You mean Dominic Hyam? Yes. Yeah, the centre back. Yeah. I forgot we signed because of the signing today. I forgot we signed. I mean, for 1.5 million, there is a video on our channel. It's with me and Matt and Dan, obviously, because he's on every video apart from a couple of live streams recently. Yeah, Dominic Hyam. He seems he's 26, isn't he? And he seems like he's played the last 2 campaigns, hasn't he? Fully, like at least 43 games, and that's the sort of defender we need. Someone that could play consistently in the Championship, and even if we get another centre back from now, even if he gets on the bench and Ayala and somebody else or Carter, we got look. If everyone's fit, we've got Wharton, Carter, Ayala, Phillips, Hyam. That's 5 already, to be honest with you. And I'm probably missing somebody else. Just off the top of my, who am I missing here? You can play Pickering there, can't you? And we got a few on. I mean, it's unlucky that Barnes got injured, isn't it? But that's 5 centre backs. I'm surprised we didn't play a back 3 today. If I reckon if Ayala was fit, we'd probably play a back 3. Opinions on George Hurst. Unproven in the Championship, but I think the option to buy is a great one. It's almost like a it depends how much the option to buy is, to be honest with you. If it's an option to buy within 3 to 5 million and we sell Brereton Diaz for 15, if he has an amazing season this season, that seems like a great bit of transfer. Great bit of transfer, essentially. I think he needs to make that step up now. He started at Sheff Wednesday, then went to a Belgian club. I can't pronounce the name, Laverne, similar to that, and then went to Leicester after that. So I don't think he's necessarily that young, but he did score 1340 off the top of my head, as I just did a little bit of research before in League One. So he's not necessarily unproven in the leagues, but he's just unproven in the Championship. But he needs to make that step up and look like Adam Armstrong, like a few others in our team already. That they've shown that they can do that, and for free, essentially on a loan. I don't know if there's a fee involved right now, but it's one of them. It's like a free hit. If he's really poor, then we can just send him back. But if he's really good, we can buy him because we've got the priority of it, isn't it? My dog's PC. Good luck to Tony Mowbray. I guess that's Mowbray. Yeah, like I say, good luck to him. He seems like the perfect opportunity for him. He lives up there. I'm not sort of sure on the rivalry between Middlesbrough and Sunderland, but he seems like a sort of a legend at Borough, doesn't he? So I think it's Sunderland and Newcastle, and then Middlesbrough is sort of like the who are their rivals? Is it Hartlepool? Who is it? Do they have is that why they get so many fans? Because there's nobody around them? Can't be, because it's so cold up there. Jesus. Right, 4-0 up the Blues. Easy. Of course it is. Let's get the optimism going, guys. Team Destined. I need to say Destiny. Diaz, Travis 2, Dak up the Blues. Definitely. Gypsy Boy, thumbs up. Sorry. Sorry, Drew's not. Draw's not good enough. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't. But at the end of the day, it is as well. So you take a draw. It isn't good enough, like you say. You're right, but it we'll take it if it comes to that stage. My wife. Oh God, am I reading this without even thinking about it? My naive Steve. My wife was stuck behind Ronaldo down Carrington today. She was shouting at him to get out of the way. Kids after his autograph. What? My wife was stuck behind Ronaldo down Carrington today. She was shouting. All right. Did you get the autograph in the end? She was shouting. Was about 200k. All right. Okay. I'm guessing that's the loan fee. We need Van Heck. I feel like that one is more to do with who is linked with Blackburn at the minute and who is linked with Sunderland, because Steve Harvey is the director of football at the time. They're sort of similar to Greg Broughton at the minute. And obviously he's up at Sunderland. Van Heck's linked with there. It makes sense. Mowbray's now there. It makes even more sense. Moores says, yeah, so I do want another striker. Yeah, I think we do need another striker as well. I absolutely do agree with that sentence. What sort of striker do you think we need? Do we need like one that's sort of a target man? Do we need one that's like going down, quick down the lines, quick down the wings? If we're going to play a 3-4-3, I think that's what Thomason wants to play from the start of the season. Then look at the Atkinson friendlies. He played a 3-4-3 until all the injuries started happening, and that was sort of, we knew that was going to happen because of how thin our squad was. We threw Phillips in at the deep end, and granted that he did have a good time, but we've got to protect him. But playing three at the back is probably what he wants at the end of the day, which is a bit of a worry today because we're bringing in a centre back that's not played since October for us last season, and a centre back that's never played for us. But I mean, low expectations. It's it always brings the best in our squad, doesn't it? Like the last few seasons, I feel like when we've had the options of on the bench, we've never actually performed that well. And when we've been back to the wall, we've played a lot better. Just showed Tony Mowbray on the screen then, Rotherham. Hi, I'm from India. How can I watch this match online? I watch the older matches, but I don't see any link for this on. Is it iFollow? Can anyone help in the chat? I actually don't know the shout for that, to be honest with you. I think it is available for people abroad, but the issue with it this season is the World Cup. It's gotten lost in the sort of what is actually a midweek game and what isn't a midweek game, because even in the UK you could watch a midweek game from home, and it makes it a lot easier that way. But I think this counts as not a midweek game, even though it's on a Wednesday. So I'm sorry about that. I think it is on iFollow though. Or Rovers TV. I think Rovers TV would have been the place I would have gone to. I'm not suggesting anything else though. I can't legally. Moore says, would love a new striker. Defo. Yeah, I mean Diaz. If he's not going now, then I'd be worried about how much or how little we're going to get from him. But would you want him to actually leave before the end of the season, but before the end of tomorrow? Would you want him to actually stay? Because we'll probably get about 10-15 million from it, won't we? Mad Dog says, Dyke Styles left back, Barkley in my dreams. I think Dak will go for free. That's the worry. That is the big worry. And it's the worry we had for Rothwell in January. It's a lot less than that, obviously. But we can't be naive to think that he will go for a free. Look at the way that they were at the end of last season with the negotiations. Look at where Niembe went. Look at where Lennington went. Essentially, none of them went to a Premier League squad. Rothwell has been injured for Bournemouth, but it's just about a Premier League side. Yeah, it's hard not to be sort of pessimistic about that one, but hopefully we're in an optimistic world. We'd like to be anyway, and I think that we'll sell him tomorrow. We'll have someone in line already for him. Okay. Yeah, whoever that may be, for about 3-5 million. But if Brereton goes, he's in a striker, is he? He's like a left winger on an inverted role, isn't he? He's never actually. He's played up front, but what's his best role? It's like an inverted left winger, isn't it? So Josh Bowler might be the best shout. Ironically, we've been linked with him all summer. Naive Steve said Hurst, anything like his dad. Yeah, like David Hurst from Southampton. I do remember that. I do remember. I think I remember him at the place after Southampton. Actually, I can't remember where that was, but I remember when I thought Hurst, I was like, I remember thinking David Hurst. Winner closes at midnight, right? No, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 11, and there will be a live stream on. We've got Rich Sharp on, and we've got a few of us at the Rovers Chat. It will be from 8:30 till 11:30 ish. Whether I'm on or not is another story, because my voice might be gone by the end of the day. What's this? Get the ball to Pervader. We have a chance. Oh yeah, he's on the bench, isn't he? He's on the bench today For Blackpool, what did we think of Pervade last season? Was he? I know he got injured very early, but he was a bit rusty, weren't he, at the start? He had a couple of good games, and then he obviously got injured, and he came back, and I think he had to play. I think he had. I think he couldn't leave. I think that was the issue with him. Target man. I'm guessing that's from the question of who, what sort of striker we want. Now the teams are coming out. I've got this on Now TV, by the way, so I might be a little delayed. I do apologize for that. We're in the home kit. What do we think about that, guys? Home kit, because have we played better in our home kit this season? We won the first game in our home kit. We won against West Brom. I mean, they're 2 of the 3, so you can't. Oh, they're not handshaking. They're still doing that after COVID. Are they still not handshaking? Is that a thing? The Blackburn end looks busy. To be fair, why wouldn't it be? It's just down the road. So they're going with a 4-4-2. It seems they've got Jerry Yates, who was linked with us last season until he got promoted with Neil Critchley. In the background, you can see the Blackpool Tower. I mean, nearly said Eiffel Tower then. Paul says, "Evening, Dom. Hope all is well." Thank you, Paul. It's going well. I've got a beer in my hand. I'm waffling about Rovers as much as I can. So what's not to love, to be honest with you? I'm watching the Rovers game, talking to you guys, and I'm loving it. It's great. Like, I think that sounded really sarcastic. Sorry, guys. It wasn't, honestly. We've got Piers, Eden, Markande, Buckley, Vale, Garrett, Phillips on the bench. We've got Kaminsky, Travis, Carter, Hyam, Pickering at the back, Morton and Morton in centre mid. We've got a front 4, I'm just going to say, of Hedges, Dak, Dolan, and Brereton Diaz. They're all fluid. Like we've said all summer, like we've said at the start of the season, they'll all interchange. I think Dolan will start up top to start with, like at the start of last season when he was the sort of little Speedy Gonzalez up top there. We need Dykes, Van Heck. Do we need Dykes? Doubtful. Is he good for QPR? He's good for depth, I suppose, but if he's under 500k, maybe. Van Heck, like I said before, I think he's going to Sunderland because of Stuart Harvey as a director of football. Gary Medine, I feel like Gary Medine has played football for about 50 years. He never leaves. I feel like he's played for Blackpool about 7 times as well. Hopefully Mowbray will have a plan B this time. Fingers crossed, and good luck to him. Yeah, like I said before, there's no. I think all Rovers fans are the same. Good luck to the man. Good luck to Venus as well. Barclay was on about 200k exactly. That's a week, I'm guessing. We can maybe get him for 200k a year on wages. That's about right. You'll be on the live stream tomorrow. Better start your sign language learning ASAP. Let me know. Oh, have I been doing this a lot? I'm guessing I have. Sorry. It's a little tick, I suppose. Can you give a time check, please? Yes, we have just kicked off. We are about. Okay, where are we? Show us the time. Come on. 12 seconds in. We have 12 seconds in. So I'm on Now TV, so it might be about 30 seconds to 45 seconds behind. So I do apologize for that. I don't think there's any quicker way of me getting this unless I'm actually at the game. Domingo Lopez, I have been so high on Dolan last year, but I'm starting to worry if I am too much. Sorry. I am. Sorry. Yes, like I said, I agree with that. Sorry, I agree with that. I agree. He needs to put in a good effort. He needs to put in a good game in the next couple of games. Just like this. So Hedges, okay. How was the vibe? Do I need to give like a proper? I'm guessing I need to put like a proper commentary involved in this because For a little while, Matt was meant to join me, and I was assuming he would do the actual commentary, and I would be the guy talking about. I'd just waffle about anything, really, to be honest with you. But we do have it at the back. Kaminsky has the ball. We're in a minute and 16 in. Home kit better than the blue kit. Why would anyone want to play in a dark strip in an even game? Is a good point. But you could say that about Manchester United when they beat Southampton in that bright green kit. Jesus Christ, that is a horrendous kit. Dominic Hyen with the number 5. Blackpool have it at the back here. They've kicked it forward. Pickering with the header. Blackpool have it on the centre spot out to the left. Oh, Travis has been nutmegged. Blackpool in the box. Cross it in, and it's been slightly cleared. Blackpool still have the ball on the edge of the box. This is the first time we're doing the commentary, so Blackpool still having the edge. Doubtful whether he'd get it in the box. He's sort of looping in. We've got it cleared. It seems like a foul. No, it's gone out for a throw-in for Blackpool. It seems like a very fast-paced start for Blackpool so far, like you'd expect. You're on for pause for now. What? Vamos Chile. Oh, God. Yeah. Vamos Chileanos. Hopefully Brereton will score it. Yeah. Well, hopefully Diaz will score. Brereton can also score if he wants. There's a dad joke number 1. So we got Morton. What do we think about Morton and Watson in centre mid? Because I feel like in the Stoke game, when Morton came on, it was amazing. Oh, here we go. We got Hedges on the edge of the box. Each takes a shot from about 35 yards out. It's nothing. It comes to the goalkeeper. Blackpool have it on the right back now. Jordan Gabriel, I think it is. Just taking it to the centre back. Out wide. There's a very high pace to this game so far. Could Diaz last game first? Could it be the Diaz's last game? Yeah, I think it probably will be. Whether or not his head is in the game today or not, we'll decide in about the 60th minute, I suppose, won't we? I'm sure it will be. It's a bit weird of a statement to say that. Blackpool have had all the ball so far, basically. They're driving forward now. It's on the right-hand side, about 25 yards out. It's gone up for a throw-in. City 2 up against Forest. Man City, are they? Are they actually 2 up against Forest already? That's 4 minutes in? Oh, 25 minutes in. Okay. Thank you. You're on pause now. Oh, yeah, well, fair enough. We're 4 minutes in now, by the way. If I knew there was overlays, I would make them myself. To be honest with you, a bit of a timer. And I know this for next time at least, or unless Jared comes on. Obviously, Jared's the king about these, isn't he? He's the boy. And when Matt came on last time, when I was watching his stream, and he was doing perfect, weren't he? So Blackpool have the ball. Travis with a foul on the halfway line. Nothing new there, really, is there? Bournemouth at home to Wolves, Paul. Dark blue kit is a curse, I feel. I feel like it's the best kit we've got, but it does feel like a bit of a curse, doesn't it? In any season we have. 5 minutes in now. 4 minutes 50 even. Thomas has the ball on a throw-in at the left-hand side. Naive Steve says Arsenal 1-0 up against Villa. Gerrard sacked maybe later. It's got to go, hasn't he? It's got to go. I've said this for a few games now, even though we're at the start of the season. Didn't have the best of campaigns last season, did he? And it does seem like he needs... The jury is out for him this season. It's not going so well with the amount he spent. But you can't be knee-jerk about these. The league goes in peaks and troughs, and it's never always going to be as good as how he was at Rangers. So we have it at the back. We actually have the ball now. Pickering with the ball long forward. Will Brereton get the ball? It seems like it's just petering out in the air. Blackpool have a throw-in about 10 yards from the goal line. Cheers, Adam. Thanks for that. Actually, and again, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate the comments. Thank you very much. I was actually going to ask some questions, to be fair, but I didn't actually write anything down, which is good. It's good to see Hedges back as well. I feel like Hedges being back in the squad does give us that outlet on the right, whether it's within height or strength or quickness, because he does show a lot. He wasn't necessarily at the paces last season, but he was coming into a team that was out of form, which is tough. But this season, I mean, the first couple of games, he was amazing, wasn't he? And it shows when he left the team how weak we were going forward. It's interesting that Ryan King Costello didn't make it onto the bench even as well, whether that's a knock or if that's a knock, then it's typical, isn't it, of him? But even if it isn't, I mean, it can't be, it's not undeserved, is it? Because he didn't have a great game at right back. And I think there's that foul on the edge of the box. It is. Morton gives a foul away on these sort of 5 yards away from the corner of the box, if that makes sense. Again, another sort of, what was it? Yeah, it's another makes from Lavery onto Morton. It was a foul. He's saying no, but it is. Who do you reckon has the best chance of winning? I'm guessing this is in this game. I mean, at the minute, you couldn't argue against Blackpool, but they are at home and they're always going to start like this because we are out of form. We do have a sort of makeshift back four. We always seem to do like these last 3-4 seasons. When we're in League One, we're absolutely fine, but as soon as we got to the Championship, we seem to have just not bought any defenders, even though Marbury said they're coming. It was great. That football, by the way, I've never kicked it in my life. It's just there for show. Blackpool have a free kick on the... Okay. Kaminsky punches it out, sorry. Comes to the edge of the box. We seem to be... Yeah, well done. Pickering seems to have cleared it to the other side for a throwing. Josh Bowler's got a head cap on. Not head cap, what are they called? Band thing. Our record against Blackpool is excellent. We need to win this. I seem to remember our game against Blackpool in League One when we won 4-1. That Mulgrew free kick. We are 8 minutes and 45 seconds in, guys, by the way. Let's have a look. We do twice against Burnley and Bristol City. I'm guessing this is a black... Yeah, thanks, Richard. Yes, you did. I was on the podcast, the Seasiders podcast yesterday, talking about Blackburn. And to be honest, all they wanted to know about was past managers and bring up the likes of Venky's. And honestly, I was just bringing up the past is not great, apart from the last couple of seasons. The likes of Gary Bowyer, which they seem to not like, and I do. Michael Apperton, who's their manager as well. Paul Ince, that was a great chat. I went to the game against Wigan where we lost 3-0. Christ, that was a terrible game. And he ultimately got sacked afterwards. Now, Hyam's a tall fella, isn't he? How tall is Hyam? He must be about 6'3", 4". I keep thinking he's Ayala, but he's not. His legs have gone. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, headband. I will do that a lot in this live stream. I will forget about words. I do that in general. Oh, we've seemed to have sold it short. Hyam has made a challenge. What happens here? What's happened here? Sorry, I have it on mute, so I can't see what's happening. But the referee does seem to have stopped play. Watson seems to have sold it short. I think that Blackpool have a free kick about 20 yards out from play. That must be about 30 yards, actually. And they've not played advantage, which is poor from the referee. That's probably why. That's probably why they were fuming about it. Sorry, apologies for that. Just got a message from Dan. When I asked about swearing on the chat, he put whatever. So, Blackpool have a free kick now. This seems to have started the same as the game against Stoke. The similar sort of fashion was sort of looking very lackluster, not very, very flat. Bowler was our best player with pace and scored twice. And I'd scored twice. Oh, is that against Bristol City and Burnley, I'm guessing? Yeah, he's been with Forest, hasn't he? So Blackpool have a corner on the right-hand side. It's whipped in. It's gone far. It's headed back. Kaminsky looks to get the ball. He punches away. It's a volley. Oh, the Blackpool player's blocked it himself. Blackpool still have the ball. It's on the edge of the box again. Pickering seems to have cleared the ball again with his right foot. Dolan hasn't got the ball to his feet. Seems to have miscontrolled it, and it's gone back to the Blackpool keeper to the other side. It's not an ideal first 12 or so minutes so far. Blackpool have a throw now on the halfway line. We need to calm it down. Reece Williams plays for them. Wow, I didn't realise he played for them, to be fair. So what happened was Kaminsky punches it onto the edge of the box, and the Blackpool player, I think it was Bowler, volleys it, and his own player, Reece Williams, blocks it. Basically, if he didn't block it, it would have got him. So we've got away one there. Oh my God, right, okay. So Hyams just tried to clear it, and Medines just blocked it. Medines now got it on the right-hand side. Everyone's back. We're back in our sort of blocks of 4. We need to show the approach City. We need to think to approach City to borrow Haaland for a month. 39 minutes hat-trick tonight. I mean, how much would that cost? Would that cost about 3-4 million? Take that for 39 minutes, wouldn't you? At this rate. Take a shot on target at this point as well. Did we have any against Stoke? I don't think we had a proper one. Started the similar fashion. 13 minutes in now. Not many games tonight, is there? Not many games. So Blackpool still have it on the edge of the box. Travis has it on the line, essentially. He's cleared it, and he's deflected maybe against a Blackpool player. No. Blackpool still have the ball. They've got it on the halfway line with the centre-back now. Up to the right-back. Tries to clear it forward, but gets deflected away. Bit slow, isn't it? Bit not much going on in the game. Not much to talk about. It is remnants of the Stoke game so far. Oh wow. Blackpool have it on the edge of the box. That's a good point, Steve. This seems to be JTD's game plan: soak up the pressure and hit him on the on the break. I'm probably being a bit slow with the analysing here, aren't I? With the sort of the way the first few games went, especially the Swansea game. If this is the way we're going to play this season, when we lose, it looks terrible, doesn't it? But when we win, it looks like the best tactic going. And you're probably right with the Championship. They're not going to ever play well like what's just happened here. Like Blackpool tries to play it out of the back, and they've basically cleared the ball. Whereas if we can get them on the counter, here we go. We're through. Brereton Diaz is through on the ball. He's through. It's goal. It's goal. It's just when it goes poorly, it goes poorly. But when we get him on the counter, Brereton Diaz, like Steve said, Steve, you are a genius. You're a bloody genius. Wow. Okay, 15 minutes gone. Brereton Diaz through from wow. Steve, Dave, have my house, have my life mortgage, have my life insurance. Honestly, what is your next fivefold? I want to know what you're talking about. Right. What happens is Blackpool clear the ball essentially from the back. Nothing happens. And then Adam Wharton shows his calm ability on the ball with an outside pass to Bradley Daku. He passed it through a thin valley into Brereton Diaz, who cuts in from an inverted left winger role. And he basically chips it over the goalkeeper from the edge of the box. It's an amazing finish. 1-0 Rovers. It's 1-0 Rovers. Oh, wow. We didn't expect a farewell goal from Brereton Diaz. Danny, you must be a happy man right now. You must be a happy man. And Bradley Dack, are you showing the man that you can be? Because John Dahl might have not understood what you are, but with that pass alone, I mean, remnants of you of 2 years ago. As a kick and boost. You're all right. Great tactic, JDT. That came from, I mean, honestly, if we're going to do this all season, this is exhausting because it's like, it's such a load or such a, I mean, if I'm ready for this, then let it be. I mean, let it be. That's absolutely fine. But, wow. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Steve, you're the man. You are the man. Kevin has said about 5 minutes ago, we did nothing first half against Stoke. It was like the 11 were still in the dressing room having their morning cup of tea. It's true again. True again. But I mean, was that all we needed? Was that all we needed? That sort of spark in the middle. And hats off to Adam Wharton for the pass before that, the sort of interception. And how calm does he look on the ball, by the way? Amazingly calm. He's showing up the player of wow, who's that? Hedges, unbelievable feet. And now Brereton Diaz has that on the edge of the box. Sorry, Brereton Diaz. Okay, Blackpool have got the ball back now, and they clear the ball. Travis with the header back. Who's going to collect the loose ball? It's going to be Hedges. Hedges is massive and he's so tall. Now back to Carter. Again, another player that needs it to be their season this season because I mean, with the centre backs, it's a bit different. You got to be a bit older, aren't you? You got to fill out a bit more, like Scott Wharton did a couple of seasons ago. But I feel like he's ready for the championship this season. He's unlucky with this the sort of injury he had. That's a foul on the edge of the box, so on the halfway line. Seen it before when Mark Hughes was in charge. Good game plan, unless we concede first. Yeah. Like I say, I remember them days. I remember I had a sort of half season ticket under Mark Hughes in the sort of 2007 sort of 6-7 time, and that was the sort of game plan that we had at the time under Benny McCarthy and Robbie Savage, Aaron Markowena, etc. I do remember those days. People seem to think I don't remember those days because I do look 18. Nothing like a goal to turn the frown upside down. Adam Ray, you're right. I think someone needs to clip up the face I was making just before to just. Sorry, I need to look into this camera here, don't I? Because I don't know how to show it. But I've got my camera here, but the game here, and I've got it right up above me. So I do apologise for that. But someone needs to clip up the fact that the way I was a minute before and a minute afterwards. I'm not fussed if you do, because it's a goal. Hey, a goal's a goal. Josh Bowler now on the right hand side, and it's going for a corner to Blackpool. We're on the 20th minute now. Sorry, Danny. Just what I was hoping for. An early goal from the Beast. It was. I've never heard him called the Beast before, but did they call him that over there? Probably, maybe. Blackpool over corner on the left hand side now. It's whipped from outwards. It's headed to the back post, just a bit too far from Gary Medine. What do we think of the start so far, guys? Let me know in the chat, and I'll be sure to show you comments. This is honestly first time I've probably ever used this streaming service. So I'm thinking of getting like a green screen as well because the background's a bit naff, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit naff. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and the back from the defender onto Dak, bit harsh, but we get away with that one. It's back to Kaminsky now. We're sort of just playing around it through the back. Whether or not that's a good tactic. Have we got the ball back? Yes, we do. Wharton has the ball. Nearly sells Wharton short there. Oh, is Morton playing? Is Morton? Wait, who's playing right back? So Travis has played the ball forward to Broughton Diaz. He has it in the box. Tries to cross it into it. Blackburn have a corner. Is that a corner? I have it on mute, so I do it. I'm just judging off people's reactions, and it's. I mean, it's gone zoom. It's zoomed into. Yeah, we do have a corner on the right hand side. Has anyone ever been to Bloomfield Road, by the way, or has everyone ever been to Blackpool? Because Pleasure Beach is pretty good. Sandcastle, the beach is all right. The fish and chips are good. It's a very good away day, and it's a shame it's on a Wednesday night. I will say, Danny is a Chilean Wolverine, bro. He is, I guess. Yeah, Wolverine. I've never, yeah, that's cool because of his hair. Right, Blackburn have a corner on the right hand side. Wharton. I mean, yeah. That sort of shows the sort of level of. Oh God! All right, it seems to have flicked up in. Sorry, it went out to Mawson on the right hand side, and he's crossed it in, and he's flicked it up the defender, and now Pickering has it at the back because it's been cleared. He sort of pumps it forward. He gets headed back. Hyam heads it back to Broughton Diaz, who has it on about 25 yards out, and he's the ball's basically gone back to Kaminsky. It's interesting to see how Hyam gets on. I mean, so far he's playing well. Seems to sort of all right. Dak has it on the Dak has it going forward. Passes it through to Tyrese Dolan, who has it on the edge of the box. Now he's cuts inside, and now it's Adam Wharton takes a shot, and he gets blocked by. I'm not sure who that is, but it looks like it's going to be a yellow card now for Brereton Diaz, who takes a professional foul. Yeah. Bristol City 1, Huddersfield 0. Huddersfield look terrible, don't they? They look like the team they were a few years ago. Jack Wilson says yes. Sorry, I'm not sure what that was from. If you'd like to indulge me, I'm sorry because I do waffle on a lot. How are we looking so far, chaps? I feel like ask Steve, honestly. Naive Steve, let him know in the chat because you're the guy that has the knowledge in this on this stream. Honestly, the ball is crossed in now. Pickering with a great challenge, and it's going for another corner on the right hand side. If you're from Blackburn, you spend every summer holiday in Blackpool. Oh, you do. I'm from. I was born in Blackburn. I'm from the Blackburn area. Not quite, but I'm from Lancashire, essentially. I live in the Accrington sort of area, which is sort of like the borderline Blackburn Burnley. Blackpool get a corner from the right hand side, and it heads in, and Dolan clears it. Was it Dolan? Yeah, and it's gone back to the Blackpool goalkeeper. Ben Clark, 100%. Again, let me know what that means. Is Ben Clark someone I meant to know? Is that I've just not shown my sort of. Naive Steve says Spurs 1-0 up. Who scored? Steve, who has scored? If Diaz goes, I hope some of the Chilean fans stick with us as Rovers. I hope so too. We've got Danny in the chat right now. I hope we do because we have shown him the love. We have shown him the love, even though we did stop him from. There was a period, weren't the last season when it was a bit hostile, but hopefully we have a few that stick around. There seems to be a Blackpool free kick about 35 yards out on the right hand side. We are, if anyone wants to know the time, we are 25:30 in on the chat. Jeez, we're 56 minutes into this chat. I don't think I've ever spoke for 56 minutes in my life. This helps. Right, so Blackpool have it on the right hand side. 31 of you. Hiya. How you doing? 31 of you? Me and Steve talking about tactics. Talking about Blackpool. What else does what if people have gone to Blackpool? What do we like about Blackpool? The cross has gone very far, and it's gone out for another. Corner. Danny Goal says for sure. I'm guessing that means he's going to stick around. I hope you do. Please subscribe to the channel if any of you have not subscribed. If any of you have not voted for us on the football channel awards, it's on every base. It's basically on the Rovers Chat. It's a pinned tweet, and it's very easy to vote for us. It takes 5 seconds, honestly. I called Mum and Dad senile the other day for doing it, and they were like, eh. But they are, so not in a bad way. Just Mum and Dad, aren't they? Can we beat Bristol City on Saturday? If it carries on like this, I mean, the longer the games goes on right now, the more we seem to be sort of soaking up the pressure. The first 10 minutes we looked poor, I will say. And we are very good as an away team, it seems like, right now. This seems a bit like a couple of seasons ago, when we had, no, even last season, to be honest with you, where we just soaked up the pressure, allowed them to pass around us. And as soon as they let go of the ball, bang, everyone on the ball. But that is a very, wow, that's amazing feat. Well done, Hedges. Hedges done well there. It's a free kick for Blackburn on the edge of the box. I was born in Aki and brought up in Great Ord. I know Great Ord very well. He used to play for Great Ord Rovers, if you know them. Steve. I don't know many people in Great Ord. I went to Wormsley Arm a few times. I used to. What is in Great Ord? I forgot the actual football pitches there, but it was near the church. I know. Well, the two sort of roundabouts is a weird system, isn't it? I will say. Never spent summer hollybobs in Blackpool ever. Paul, what you doing, mate? Get to Blackpool. Unless the beers, then allow it. Then just go Skegness or Southend-on-Sea, I suppose. Keep it in the UK. God, that sounded Brexit, didn't it? But it costs a lot for a flight, doesn't it? Adam Race is the big one. I've never been up the big one, but I've been on every other. I'm terrible at roller coasters. I'm great at. Oh, here we go again. Adam Wharton has got the ball into Bradley Dack. Bradley Dack controls it perfectly. Now he's got to Travis on the right hand side of the edge of the box. Passes it back to Morton, who's playing right back. I think actually they seem to swap roles now and again. It's almost like when Travis goes forward, he sort of covers in the role like a classic CDM does. Morton was seeming to look like the sort of player that we thought Clarkson could have been last season, which is good. To go back to Adam Ray, the big one, yes. I've never been on it, but I've been on I think I've been on every other ride. I liked Infusion. That was a good ride. I think, is that the one where you like connect it and you go up and then you go flip around a few times? I went on the Mousetrap as well. You got a whiplash from that. We've just sort of cleared the ball into the halfway line. Blackpool have it on the right hand side. Bowler. He seems to be the guy who is making stuff happen for them, whether that's enough. Here we go. So Dolan has it. He's flicked it onto Hedges. Brereton has it on the left-hand side on the halfway line. He's running forward. He's got dispossessed, and it goes back to the keeper. I think we're now more stronger holding on to leads and chasing them. Definitely. And I think that's most teams in the Championship. Look at Stoke against us last Saturday. I think if we went 1-0 up, it would have been the same for us. We would have, because they didn't have much going forward either, really. They just had they just went 1-0 up, didn't they? And then that was it. Essentially, that was it. That was the game. Most teams in the Championship can hold a lead. And I think that's just because of the quality of the strikers rather than the defenders. Hyams played a beautiful ball into Pickering on the left-hand side. And Pickering goes down in the box and the referee calls it, waves away. And it does feel like one of them ones where it was getting away from him and he sort of just lunged forward, hoping for a penalty. Joshua Bradley, I said, I'm Dutch, but my grandparents live in Aki. I am from the Accrington area, so I will know Accrington very well. My first ever game, apart from watching Blackburn, was when I went to I went to watch Accrington Stanley against Whitby. Oh, we've got it. Oh, wow. The Blackpool defender was surrounded by Bradley Dack and Dolan then, and he got lucky because it deflected off Dack. We've seemed to have got the ball back from... No, we don't. Okay, they've got it back again on the halfway line. That's fine. This tactic's working for us well because they don't seem to be that good at passing out of the back. As when they get beyond our second line, that's when they sort of play better than us. But right now, allowing the two centre-backs to have the ball seems to be a perfect tactic for us. Blackpool North Pier, Jetty used to go fishing there on a Wednesday night. Wow. Would watch channel Whiting all night. Let me know what is it Whiting? Let me know what that is, but I know the North Pier. That's amazing though. You go fishing there all the time. Adam, what sort of fish would you get out there as well? I'm guessing it's not the sort of fish that you get in the canals in the north or in any of the. So Blackpool have the. I seem to have messed around with it at the back really a little bit there. Blackpool have it on the edge of the box. Okay, we seem to be defending well. Blackpool, do we have the ball? Do we have a throw-in? We do have a throw-in. Josh Bowler seems to have been a bit appeased by that, and I agree with him almost. The Plough Pub is near the church, and is it? Yeah, is it the one in the corner? I'm not too sure. Great Harwood. Let me think about that one. Mousetrap is amazingly fun. It's not, mate. I don't know what sort of I don't know what sort of sadomasochist things you're into, mate. But I'm just going to leave that one there for you. The Mousetrap it should be shut down. How is that not cause of death? I don't know. I just like the Grand National. I just like the Big Dipper. I'm trying to think of the other one that I was spinning around. I used to go to one in Chorley as well, if anyone remembers, a bit called Camelot, which was it must have been shut about 10, 15 years ago. Blackpool have it on the sort of right hand side as a quarter throw in. About 33 minutes in, nothing much has happened in the last few minutes. We need a Glenn Keeley in defence. Right, 1 second, let me Google this. Glenn Keeley. This is probably showing me age, isn't it? Glenn Keeley. Is he a magician? Well, need to go on Google. I'm on Google, guys, by the way, now. Because the match is right. So Rovers out on the right hand side. We're sort of passing it forward now. Brereton Diaz has it driving forward. And Travis has it around the sort of centre circle, passes it into Dak. Beautifully into space for Brereton Diaz onto the right hand side. Brereton Diaz with a low cross into the box, but it seems to have got cleared away. Well done from the Blackpool defence. We still have the ball while I'm searching Glenn Keeley. Glenn Keeley. That was an English footballer. Why do I think he was a magician? Glenn Keeley. Born in 1954. Oh, he played for... All right, okay. He only played Rovers 370 times. Don't worry about it. Sorry, Paul. My dad will know him. He was born in 70. Where was he? My dad was born in 63, so he'll definitely know him. I'll ask him. I'm guessing he was an amazing footballer for us if he's played 370 times. He played for Newcastle just before it, Oldham, Chorley. We've seemed to have got the ball back on the edge of the box. Now it's Ryan Hedges. He seems to have stalled the shot. Pickering now on the edge of the box. Cuts it back for Dak and he kicks it over the bar. It's positive play, though. It is positive play. So Keeley won the Football League. Well, he's a third division runner-up in 1978. 79, sorry, and won the full Members' Cup in 86. He scored 23 times as a central defender in agency. That's all right, isn't it? It's all right. A three-eyed crackfish. That's if anyone can let me. How big? Sorry. Bowler had it on the edge of the box and he shot, and it was powerful. Whether it was accurate or not, Montgomery does well to get it. Bowler is one of them players. Oh, that's a good shot, isn't it? Bowler is one of them players that doesn't have a shin pad, as is Adam Wharton. Remember when Glenn Keeley went to Everton on loan? Naive Steve, again with the facts. Naive Steve, with all the knowledge. Honestly, you need to get on the channel, mate. Honestly, show me up here. No, isn't it? It's a fish called channel. Oh, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. So Adam Wharton now has it on the edge of the box. Travis with the shot. Oh, about a foot wide, if that, half a foot. Gypsy Boy says, I remember Camelot. Whoa, that was a close one. It's one of them ones that you can see maybe Kyle Walker fizzing it into the bottom. You know, SCNS, like curving it into the bottom left hand of the box. Yes, I remember Camelot. Yeah, who doesn't remember Camelot? The first sort of like, was it the one spinning? Whirlwind. That was the one. I just got Leeds Liverpool at the Star Mill 2 for Big Pike. Big Pike in the canal. Wow. That's a travesty. So I'm sorry, Paul. Do apologise. I pulled my hands up. My bad. I'm quite good on that sort of knowledge as well. It's a shame. I do apologise. The one thing with no tracks, the bobsled thing was, yes. I do need to. I know exactly the one you meant. The one that went all the way down. Adam, sorry. Up the Rovers. Kieran. Sorry, Kieran. Like I said at the start of the stream, I do apologize if I get the names wrong. Kieran Singh. Daniel Football Stuff 7 says, come on. Yeah, definitely. Come on. I mean, it's a bit rude, isn't it? Come on, what? Looking better. We are looking better. Definitely. After the first 10 minutes, we were looking very. It's looking quite even. The game so far, I'd say. We just have that. We just have a £15 million striker. That's the difference, isn't it? At the end of the day. Gypsy Boy says, "Come on, Rovers." Definitely again. Paul said it's. Thanks, Paul. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I went on a podcast the other day with Blackpool, like I said. So Blackpool have it on the edge of the box now. They have it in the box. They seem to cross it into the far end. Is there two of them there? There is two of them there. He's crossed it. It's a bit of a looping one. Not really gone anywhere. We seem to have got the ball again. Tyrese Dolan's cleared the ball. Well done. We seem to have soaked up pressure quite well. Blackpool have it on. We seem to have everyone back. They have it on the halfway line. Oh, Jesus Christ, Brereton comes in with a challenge on the edge of the box. It loops over. It's one of them ones where you don't really see him. We've seemed to have got away with that one. The referee, if it wouldn't have been too egregious if he give that one for Blackpool. Seems to be a bit of we just need a little play there. We got Adam Wharton clearly showing his calmness. What is he on? Honestly, he's 18 years old and he's that calm on the ball in centre midfield. By the time he's 50 years old, he's going to be lying down. Isn't Blackpool known as Smackpool these days? Is it? I don't know. Well, Blackpool, I mean, once you get past the first sort of level of Blackpool, as in the first layer of it, it isn't it's one of the worst towns in the country, isn't it? To be honest with you, to live, not to it's good for 2p machines, but if you don't want to be there for longer than 3 days, do you? That's the thing. Right, so we have Dolan in the box. He's played it back into Morton. No. Morton on the edge, on about the 6-yard box is just, if that's a golden chance, that is a great chance. So Morton plays it through into Tyrese Dolan. He plays it back into him. It's one of them ones where you have to sort of bent it round. He's leaning back and it's gone the other way. The Brereton one. let's have a look at it. It is a foul. I will say it. Sorry, guys. That is a foul. What do you think? What do you guys, if you're watching, what do you guys think of that? Wow. I'm on about the highlight of something before. Naive Steve says Newcastle are winning. Let me know who scored. If I've got Trippier in my team. Adam Wharton now has got the ball. Tyrese Dolan looks like Adam Wharton's been sort of body checked. So you think he'll go to Sevilla next? I feel like if he doesn't get sold by tomorrow, then that's probably the most likely place because he can go on a free, can't he? Which is the one we don't want, just financially. Would we rather sell him? Guys in the chat, what would we rather sell Brereton Diaz for 10 million tomorrow rather than free in the January transfer window to Sevilla? It's an interesting one, isn't it? Like, I'm not too sure. I'd say if we sell him for 13, then that's all right. It's not great, is it? It's just all right. But Paul has said people think he's going Everton, but I think it will be a massive. I think with Everton, I think that it's just a ripple effect. You know, the Armstrong where Grealish went to Villa, Grealish went to City, Ings went to Villa, and then Armstrong went to Southampton. I think that'll happen as well in terms of the ripple effect. So if Anthony Gordon goes to Chelsea, I think then that's when Everton will go for a big bid for Brereton, because obviously we know Everton how frugal isn't the word Everton would ever be described as in the last few seasons. Let's be real. Oh my God, it's Alexander Isaac. If you want to know about Alexander Isaac, guys, by the way, I do have a YouTube channel as well, Dom Meadowcroft. It's just my name. Where is my name? Actually, I'm not too sure what my name's. Dom Meadowcroft on YouTube. I've just made a channel. Not to plug myself. That's a bit rude, isn't it? Ole. Isaac scored. I'm guessing you're a big fan of. I guess you're all a big fan of Isaac. Is it Isaac, guys? Have I said that right? Isaac. Isaac for Newcastle. They called it Smackpool because of the only place parents legally. All right. Yeah. Okay. What? Legally? What is it? The council allowed it? Is that what's? It's just its own little country in the UK that they've allowed to smack kids in the bottom. All right. I'll believe you, Adam. Fair enough. I'm not judging. I'd rather sell him for 10 million than for free. I mean, that's what I think I just said that the same as well. 10 million. Yeah, rather 10 million. 10 million is way too low. Fair enough. I'd say that at the start of the summer window, definitely. But right now, when people are desperate, rather 10 million than nothing. Oh, Paul, you're right. Daniel can't boo him if he wants to leave because he's giving it all. Yeah, I mean, nobody's saying that, are they? Nobody's saying he's not giving everything. He's giving a look at the sort of trajectory he's had since he's been here. He got booed from us, didn't he? When I remember when he came off against Birmingham in the cup, and he looked dishevelled as a man. He looked like he's progressed, and good on him. I mean, he's shown the sort of potential he had when he sort of started this when he was at Forest, essentially. He definitely has to go. If he's got nothing to sign, we probably won't make playoffs this season. It's a rebuilding season. If we keep him, it's cash missed out on, definitely. Look at what Lenny and Rothwell and Nyambe. We've got the ball on the edge here. It's edges. Now it's Brereton Diaz with his right foot. It's deflected over the bar, and it's a corner. Yeah. Our tactic today seems to be working for us. We've gone into the 45th minute, guy. By the way, guys, Rovers would be prudent to get some add-ons if they sell Diaz. It's interesting to know what sort of add-ons we got from Adam Armstrong, if we got any at all. I think the only add-ons we got from the Brereton one from Forest. I'm not saying this is obviously the. Sorry, I'll say this after this corner. Morton has it. Morton is on this one, interesting enough. Hyam. He's quite a tall guy, isn't he? Like I said before. So Morton comes in with a bit of a Pickering heads it back. Dax headed it into the 6-yard box. It heads out, and it's gone out to sort of the 40 yards out. Blackpool still have the ball, actually. What is this? Oh, it's half time. It's half time, guys. It's half time. It's 1-0. Half time away. Blackpool only do 3 threes or 1-0, so that's a good chime for us, isn't it? I'm not sure what. I'm not too sure what Jared does at half time. What does he do? Does he talk to the chat, or does he have a bit of a break? I'm happy to stay, but I need to go for a little wee. But yeah, I'm happy to stay on. City are 4-0 up against. Wait, sorry, naivety. City are 4-0 up against Forest. Jesus. How is everyone doing in FPL, by the way? Are we stinking the gaff up, or are we doing all right? That was the crack. Better than. Did I answer this question? Sorry, I did. I don't think I did. I don't think we will. Oh yeah, that was it. I asked if we had any Adam Armstrong add-ons, because it's sort of it's the only thing to compare it to, isn't it? If Newcastle win this one, Isaac will be a new English hero. What? Isaac's from Sweden, isn't he? I don't know why I asked that. Really, I knew that. Shit. Okay, sorry. Just right. Haaland hat trick. Is it Haaland hat trick? Christ, what's he on already? So that means he's on 9 goals already this season. Man's a freak. Man's an absolute freak. Cracking first half commentary. Thank you, Adam. I'm trying my best. I'm intrigued. Are you guys watching the match as well as me? If so, then let me know. Let me know and show me on Twitter, or show the Rovers Chat on Twitter. I'm sure they'll appreciate all these sort of interactions with everyone. Here's a break. Does he? Right. I'll be back when it's the second half then, guys. Cigar sandwich over the beer. Yep, will do. I think I'll just put an overlay on. 1 sec. I'll mute it. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. How we doing? It's still half time, but I've seen a few comments. Where was I up to? Hello, hello. I see a few people still. We got 22 still here. Thank you very much, guys, for continuing on this stream. And if you've not, well, while it is half time, what I will say is if you haven't already, look at the Rovers Chat Twitter and look at the pin tweet because FCA awards are they're open now basically. And I've only met Dan once, and I met a couple of them a couple of times. But I will appreciate all the support that we get from you guys because we do try every day. I don't know how much Dan, honestly, he lives and breathes Rovers Chat, and so many others do as well, like Jared, and even the people before me, like Ryan and Joe and Ollie Walker Peel and Matt Jordy that comes on and Alex and the people who are part of the website as well, the Rovers Chat. I'm part of the contributors chat, and they're talking on there every single day. And what I will do is I will plead the FCA awards. It will be a great opportunity for us to all meet up, and then and the way we do that is through you guys and I'm not saying this because I'm pleading because I'm whatever, but we all do appreciate the sport as well. That's what we're saying. We all love the Rovers, don't we? And we try and produce the best content that we possibly can do, give out the best sort of accurate sort of opinions and facts, whether they're right or wrong. Maybe I say something terrible sometimes. Maybe I say something right, whether I do or not. But the sort of we all have the sort of same drive to make this channel what it is, and we're getting towards the 3,000 mark, which is amazing. And I do thank you all so much for it. That's enough of that, I suppose. There will be a video for that specifically. I think me and Dan did take. It seems like I'm crying. I'm not actually. We did do a video for it. I think we have to redo it though because it wasn't. I didn't edit it properly. Well, that was my fault. What was I going to say? Another video that me and Dan actually did produce in the last couple of weeks, about 3 weeks ago, was Sepp Vandenberg, which is a funny one, isn't it? I did hear that he had an interview with the Rovers reporters and put on a shirt in front of the Rovers reporters and took the picture with this, this sort of that. And then at the last second, 2 days after that sort of interview, he was off to Schalke. So that's great, isn't it? It wasted mine and Dan's time because I remember at the time it was almost like breaking news, and it was after a game, and we had to just go, "Can we do it now?" Yes, let's do it. I think I gave really good insight in that video as well, which is the rarity. Where were we up to? Adam Ray, Laruto. Probably said that completely wrong. We would love to see some of those Premier League dollar. Oh, sorry. From Sweden. Brereton is ready for the Premier League. We're about to start the second half, by the way. About to start the second half. Wow, from Sweden. You must be a big Alexander. Please say if I'm saying this right. Alexander Isaac. Isaac? Or is it Isaac? I mean, on the Liverpool. Danny again. Love the chat. Love to see that. Yep. That's the key, isn't it? If we want to get Brereton there, like today, showed his class. Naive Steve. After our first half chat, you shouldn't be called Naive Steve, but more like Genius Steve. That's what I will say. Just shows the massive gap between last year's promoted Championship clubs and the top of the Premier League outfits. You could say that, but didn't Fulham draw 1-1 against Liverpool? So might be just Bournemouth. But I think in everyone's predictions, Bournemouth was 20th. And I think that the fact that they only brought in Rothwell and Fredericks and Tavernier from was it Middlesbrough? Wasn't the Rangers one, was it? Showed the fact that Bournemouth just aren't good enough for the Premier League, and the likes of Fulham and Forest, who have both bought in hundreds of millions between them, shows that that's the sort of thing you need to do in the Premier League now. Whereas before, look at Norwich when we came up. And the fact is, right, Bournemouth have only lost 3 games against Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. They beat Villa, but the fact that I think the fact that Parker, I think it was his sort of it was his words essentially, because the way that if anyone wants to go see, oh, here we go, sorry, Brereton has it on the left hand side at the edge of the box now. Dolan seems to be in an acres of space in the box. He has it. It goes into this. Oh, sorry, that was poor commentary, but he has it on the edge of the 6-yard box, drills it across the box, and Rovers are nearly 2-0 up. The similar sort of fashion of West Brom. That was a good start. Duncan Eastman, how you doing, mate? I've seen you in a lot of comments recently. You seem to have a lot of good takes, which I do appreciate. 72 years, Travis should be a fullback. It's his best position. Goes missing in the middle. I think he was a fullback in the 23s, as well as when he was at Liverpool. And I did hear that he wasn't that great in centre mid when he was in the under 23s. It's just a sort of case of right place, right time. But I mean, he was amazing for us in the last few years. It's hard. It's very harsh, isn't it? But he is. I think you're right, Duncan. I think I did allude to that before. He is a right back. So Dolan has it now on the edge of the box. Brereton Diaz curls it. Oh. It's a positive start again from Rovers. Hedges wins it from about 35 yards out. Bradley Dack passes it into the centre of the sort of D, and Brereton Diaz, as Dolan passes it into him first time, curls it into the far corner, and it's about half a foot away. Naive Steve Garrett was outstanding against Bradford. Looks another homegrown to his team. Wharton has the ball now in the box. Poor from the keeper. Dolan has it in the box. Wharton now has it. Brereton Diaz chops it inside, takes a shot, and it's blocked for a corner. Is it a corner? My God. This is a complete opposite of the first half where there was nothing going on. Sorry. So what happens here, right? So they try and play out of the back, mess up. Wharton chops it, gives it to... Is that offside? Yeah, it probably was. And it's gone for a corner for Blackburn. Yes, Garrett does look like a good... Wharton does look better than Garrett, I'd say, but Garrett, he is another great... it's just another class youth player to have in there, isn't he? I'd say. Sorry, I've been distracted. The corner comes in, it's gone deep, and it's gone sort of far into... Who's got it now? Wharton sort of plays it and miscues the pass. It's gone to Bowler now on the halfway line as Wharton makes a quality challenge. Sort of half gets the ball. He's looking like a real player, isn't he? Wharton, not in terms of just passing, but composure in tackling, anticipation. Blackpool clear it. We have it on the edge of the box on the right-hand side. No, they don't. They do. Medine. What's happened here? The game has stopped. We're in the 50th minute, guys, by the way. Sorry. I was going to get into the comments, but Duncan Eastham again. Wharton... What's happened here? What's that? Oh, is it a facial injury? Oh, no, it's a injury. Wharton class act. Happy JDT got the X out for Buckley. Wait, yeah, it is. Honestly, he didn't look up for it. He didn't look up for it against Stoke, did he? He hasn't had the best of starts of the season. He played well against QPR and Swansea, but apart from that, I don't think he's played that well. Fishing, gardening, and travelling. That's an interesting. I'm guessing that's a YouTube channel. Buckley missed so many clear chances last season. He needs to improve. I mean, is that his game? I suppose it might be. It's part of the game. Right, so Blackpool either cross, it's terrible. Dak heads it away. That's how poor it was. Now Brereton gets it. He's Nearly gets it on the edge of the halfway line. Nearly goes through on goal. Buckley cleared. Yeah, he did score a couple of decent goals last season, and he does look a good fit in the Championship. But I think you're right. This season he hasn't started that well. Naive Steve, if Diaz goes to West Ham, he might be playing for the Rovers. Is he linked to West Ham? I feel like with Skamaka and the guy from Lyon, I don't think West Ham need him. I don't think that's the player. West Ham are trying to get rid of players as well with Lanzini, so I don't think they do need another attacker. I think they need another sort of like centre back, if that makes sense. Adam Ray, Wharton looks good in this game, very confident, commanding. He does, honestly. Who is the better at the minute? Who is the better Wharton? Scott Wharton looks class at the back, commanding again. Adam Wharton looks so calm. He's so his calm presence is what you need in centre mid. It's almost the sort of I don't know. It's what you need as a centre defensive mid, just to like relax the ball and calm the players down. Like when you watched against Man United versus Liverpool, when Milner got the ball, he looked frantic, to be honest with you, which is ironic because I think there's about 20 years between them. Oh, okay. So Pickering has cleared the ball into the striker. Now the left winger has it. The striker, Lavery, has it. Okay, he's crossed it into Kaminsky. We've got away with one there, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm right. Wharton has been he's been a surprise for us all, hasn't he, this season? Naive Steve, been a Rovers fan since 1978. Guys, I'm intrigued to know how long have you been a Rovers fan? 1978. Wow, that's you've been through it all, haven't you? You've been in league, you've been Division 3, you've been in League 1, you've seen us in Europe 4 times, you've seen us win the league. Steve, what is your favourite memory other than winning the league? I actually want to know what your favourite memory of being a Rose fan since 1978 is. And guys, if you want to let us know what your favourite memory of being a Rose fan has been, just let me know and I will say it in the chat. Now, Hedges has it. Dak on the edge of the box. Wharton takes a shot. It's deflected. Wow. We could have had 2 or 3 here. Sunderland to beat in Rotherham. Good start from Mowbray. Sepp is a unit. Thanks, Rye. Thanks for that, Rye. How far are we? What time are we on? 9 minutes later. Apologies, Rye. Sepp is a very... is a unit. I don't know. It's a player that we don't care about, so it's fine. Any news on Diaz going? I've heard that there's not a bid yet so far, not a proper one anyway, since the Nice and sort of Sevilla links. Blackburn take a corner, cross it into the box, nothing comes from it. Edges on to Pickering from about 25-30 yards out. Morse has it on the left, Pickering in the centre now. Sort of pass it up as we have sort of Dak on the edge. Nothing really has come from it, and we sort of just back into normal play. Ishak is Shaq is how it's pronounced. I think. Thanks. I think. So Pickering has it now. We're sort of okay. We clear it. Are we still all right? Right, Pickering. Christ, right. Dom Himes had a good game, I will say. We just cursed us, knock on wood. He's having a good game. Commanding at the back again, as in like since the first half. Essentially, that's what I mean. Morrison has the ball on the edge of the box. We're in the 55th minute, guys. Brereton needs to go. I hate uncertainty. Yeah, I don't think that's his fault, is it? But I do know what you mean. We need to have clarity on this. We need to know what we're not just as fans, but as players and as even financially in the club. City 5-0. High of Haaland as my captain in FPL, so that's great for me. Naive Steve, Arsenal 2-1 against Villa. Joe's got to go, hasn't he? Joe's got to go. So Bowler has it on the edge of the box. He's driven into the box. Pickering, he's crossed it in. Bowler. It's gone to Lavery in the box, and he's... Oh, okay, he shot it over the bar. I think Bowler's a very good player. Pickering, I mean, what do we think of Pickering this season? Because he seems to be a bit of a scapegoat, doesn't he? I think he's having a good. So. West Ham have equalised, right? Okay. If Brereton, sorry, Josh, I'll say the names. Joshua, if Brereton leaves, Rovers need to spend the money well. I mean, I think that's obvious. I opened this about 20 minutes ago. I didn't have a sip of it since. We have the ball on the edge of the box. 1981 is the when you started watching Ben. Wow, 1981. 1992 from Johnny. Rovers since 88, 34 years. Oh my god. So Brereton has it on the edge of the box. Sorry, I was reading the comments. Brereton cuts inside, has it on the edge of the box. He is showing Gabriel the time of his life, I tell you. We seem to have a lot of space on that left hand side. He cuts inside. There's a great save from the goalkeeper, and Bradley Dack almost. I don't know. Oh, is it Bradley Dack? It is, and any deflection, any sort of flick would have made it a goal. It's a much better second half, even though we are 1-0 up, beating Leicester away. Yes, my dad was there. I remember that that sort of season 90. I don't remember that season, but I remember being told about that season. I've heard about that season where we didn't do that well at the end of it, and we just sort of sneaked into the. Brereton Diaz seems to be down, by the way. Just to let you all know, Mark Clapton taking a sip of water. Leicester, yeah, they beat who did they beat in the semis? I don't actually know. Was it Derby? Is it but we didn't have that good of a campaign at the end of it. It's like a Rovers fan, isn't it? I heard it was like a sort of coming of age sort of season, wasn't it? We had Tim Sherwood, who wasn't that great in the Championship, and then when he got to the Premier League, he was the player that we all, not all of us remember, but all of us have seen in the highlights. Now, if Steve promoted to the Premier League for the first time after 14 years of struggling, like I say, my dad always recalls of this. He always says we were the sort of Derby of the last 10 seasons, where we get to the playoffs and we just struggle every time we get there. Sunderland a tune-up. What are you watching on? Joshua says, I am watching on Now TV. I've got it on. I'm in England, aren't I? So I'm not sure what you can do. You're from Sweden, aren't you? So I'm not too sure what sort of. It's on Sky as well, so I'm sure it'd be relatively easy to find. But I'm not suggesting you find something else. If you catch my drift, Villa would be better off with Daesh. I think that the race for Daesh for any of the bottom 6 teams, Steve, would be for Daesh, wouldn't it? Look at Bournemouth. It'd be stupid not to get Daesh, wouldn't it? Now, Blackpool have it on the sort of edge of the box. Bowler seems to be the only player for them that is. Okay, we've got it from Bowler because we have about 4 around him there. So Brereton has it around the halfway line. Adam Wharton to Dak now. Dak, we seem to be playing it well around Tyrese Dolan. I think Pickering will be great at the back 5. More freedom of the wing is his game. Yes. More of an attacking winger, wing back, you mean? I'm guessing, rather than a defensive fullback. It just seems to be I don't know, but is it the system this season, or is it because he had a class season last season? Just seems to be a bit lackluster, doesn't he, this season? Maybe he's being isolated back in that left back role as it stands. It's hard to say because football's all sort of it's like a chess game, isn't it? It's about four paces ahead of the actual play, and it's easy to blame the person in that moment rather than. Here we go. So we've got Morton. We've got Travis at right back driving forward. Wharton is passing it into midfield. Dolan on the left-hand side, cutting in, and he's into the box. He's taking a shot, and it's gone over the bar. We are in the 60th minute now. Fishing Guardian Travel says, Rose fan since 1993. We seem to have a lot of 90s fans in here, which is good to see. Okay. Kevin has said City is 6-0 up. Christ. What are they? Are they near the end of the game? I'm guessing because this is at 8 o'clock, weren't it? So it'll be about 15 minutes or so ahead. Derby, yes, after being 2-0 down and 4-2. You see, this is to Kevin, right? This is to Kevin. At least I know a little bit about the time I was before. I know Premier League years. Okay. My first ever Blackburn game was the Worthington Cup final. I remember watching in 2002. I remember watching Blackburn on TV that game. I think my first ever game going to was in about 2003. That's my answer to that one, guys. I might look 18, but I'm not. That's the answer to that one. Adam Race is watching on Sky and Redbox. If anyone's not watching on Sky, someone's been yellow carded here. Sorry. I think it's a Blackpool player. Thompson, it seems like he's fuming on the. Yeah, we've got a free kick, so it must be them. Adam Ray, I was born at Queen's Park Hospital. Yeah, the one that's been knocked down the last 10 years, hasn't it? No, it's in Shad. I'm thinking of the wrong one, aren't I? In 1986, that's when I became a Rovers boy. Well, I was born in the Blackburn Infirmary in Blackburn. I mean, it's easy to be a Blackburn supporter at that point, isn't it? Especially around the early. I mean, you were born in '86, so you were 9 when Blackburn won the league. That's you. I'm very jealous of that fact. Nice, Steve. Oh yes, Mowbray had a dream to build a football team. If anyone knows anyone in the back in the attack, then let me know. Because I don't know the rest of the chant. For Sunderland, anyway. City just finished, Kevin. All right, so Jack Vale is about to come on from Tyrese Dolan. What do we think of Tyrese Dolan in this game? I think it's a tough one for Tyrese Dolan because he's not a finisher, is he? He's always the one that's getting the ball back for you. He's always the one that's energetic for you, and I think he's not a bad game, but I think this might be right, to be honest with you. A bit more of a focal point for now, and I think that George First coming in might be the sign of Jack Vale sort of pushing back in the ranks, essentially, unless Broughton comes out and we don't get another striker. But, like I always say, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Naive Steve coming with the sort of Jeff Sterling scores. Hyam has been fouled, by the way, from Gary Medine. Rich Turner, hi Rich. How you doing, mate? What do you think of the season so far? Naive Steve. 1-0 Preston. Preston, bloody hell. How many goals have they conceded this season? Have they actually conceded yet? I don't think they have they? Have they lost the game? Unless they lost the weekend, I don't remember. Since 95, age 13. So, okay. That's all right. Oh, so you're a glory supporter then, Richard? I was born in the Infirmary in 1984. I was 11 when we won the Prem. What a day to be a Rovers fan that was. I mean, come on. It can't get much better than that, can it, really? Unless Rovers win the World Cup. World Cup, obviously. Champions League, maybe. Can't have been any better. The way we won it, the way it happened against the unstoppable force of United under the immovable object of Sir Alex Ferguson. It's hard to deny that other than Leicester winning the league was the best sort of Premier League victory almost. I can't think of another other than maybe City actually. City was pretty good, wasn't it? The first one. Love Dolan, he moves a lot. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think Dolan is always better coming from the bench, and it's nothing to do with how he is. I think it's just he's sort of electric movement, like you say. He moves a lot. Imagine him coming on in the 70th minute every game. I mean, it's when we're 1-0 up anyway. Mowbray is winning his first game at Sunderland. Yes, he's 3-0 up, isn't he, Adam? I think he is. Well done, Vale. Vale gets the ball. Great first touch out to Brereton Diaz. We're about 5 yards away from the edge of the box. Vale gets it into the box, cuts it outside. Brereton sort of chops onto the edge of the box, passes it into Dak on the edge. He sort of flicks it back, almost pulls off to, I'm guessing that's Pickering. I can expect Pickering coming off soon for Eden. I can see that happening, to be honest with you. He's looking a bit leggy. Blackpool like the countering a little bit, actually. So we'll read this comment in a second, Ben. They got it on the edge of the box now. And Travis is having an amazing game at right back, I will say. He's not put foot wrong. Ben has put, was the Pie Boy down at Ewood the year we won the Prem? Got to watch the first. What? Was the Pie Boy down at Ewood the year we won the Prem? Got to watch one half of every home game and eat a Pie Island. What? Watch as a young lad in the other. Ben, what is that? You're watching a Rovers game at the start, and in the second half, all right. So Blackpool have a corner, sorry, and he's crossed in. Pickering again, out to Bowler, but Adam Wharton gets it now. Seems like there's a bit of a counter on here. He's got Vale to his left. He's got here we go. Jack Vale is driving into the box. He shoots. Oh, it's an amazing save. Oh, that could have been Vale's first shot, but Grimshaw, what a save that was. So Bowler has it on the edge of the box. Adam Wharton picks it up from him. What a challenge it was. He drives forward. Vale on the left. As he gets it, he cuts into the right-hand side, and Grimshaw makes an incredible save. It looks like it was destined for the right-hand side of the box. Sorry, the goal. Great flick on from the keeper. Ben, honestly, enjoy your pies. I'm happy you enjoyed them. Had tea update, anyone? Is anyone... Who's that? What's everyone have for tea? What's everyone have for tea? Well, we have a corner here. So it's a short corner here onto the edge of the box. Morton passes it back to Wharton. He crosses it in. It's pretty poor, pretty tame. Pickering has it. Sort of does his sort of looped over. Yeah, it's not really gone to anything, to be honest with you. That is definitely a yellow card from Travis. That might be the most yellow card I've ever seen in my life. Wait, yeah, okay. Dolan needs some end products and he'll be a really good player. I think that's what everyone says, isn't it? Dolan will be an amazing player if he had his end products, but when will he learn that? I think end product is almost like a natural thing, isn't it? Is that a naive thing to say? You look at the players that are in the top; they just have the sort of instincts. It's an instinctual thing, if that's a word. Blackburn fan all the way. Yeah, of course, Richard. I wasn't doubting that. I'm just saying, like, you started supporting them in '95. That's all. Nah, Blackburn all the way, mate. Same. Naive Steve. I need to see Rovers win the FA Cup. Then I can die. You can die. What, a day later? Hope not. You got all the info on this game. You had the actual like tactical analysis on the game before the goal. I was completely wrong before it. Kevin Bradshaw, the final day of the season was yeah, I can imagine. Jeez, like were you in the crowd for that game? I remember the only time okay, so Adam Wharton passed it through to Brereton Diaz. Now Jack Vale has it on the edge of the box, passed it through to Jack Bradley Dack, and it's one of them ones where he needs a tiny touch. Super close, super close. Kevin, let me know if you're in the crowd that day, because I couldn't imagine my arsehole that day. I was born in 78, sporting from 90s. It seems to be the sort of common theme, like 80s, 90s. There's not been many in the 2000s, which is I honestly thought it'd be like 2000s, to be honest with you. So Blackburn have the ball in their own half right now. It's seeming to be a lot more comfortable in the second half so far. But like we've said in the first half, we seem to be a lot better at keeping a lead rather than trying to get back the lead. Adam Ray, I remember going when we won and beeping the car horn with everyone on the estate. Was such a mad energy every day living Blackburn. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard everyone was on the streets going wild in Blackburn and Accrington and all the sort of surrounding areas. I mean, I couldn't imagine the sort of scenes. Imagine that. I wouldn't survive. I would just I'd lose a lot of brain cells if that makes sense. I lost a lot of brain cells when we went up in League One. Never mind the league in the in England. Okay, so Brereton has it on the left hand side again. He cuts inside, takes another shot. Seems to be his trademark this game, and they're not really covering with that well. So Adam Wharton has it now. Sorry, autocorrect. Sorry. Is that handball? Nope. So we have it. Morton takes a shot. It takes a bit of a fierce one. That wow. Vickery, Leo Vickery. Where do you realistically think Rovers can finish this season? Probably. Well, in my predictions, I put 11th. So realistically, if you want to, there's a difference between hope and expectation, isn't there? Okay, so Blackburn having it in the box. Is it a foul in the box? Are they calling for a dive? We're in the 72nd minute right now. I think they're calling for a dive here. For Jack. Wait. Is that Jack Vale? Yes, it is. I'm assuming yes, it was obvious because I didn't see it from about 5 yards out like the referee did. Let's have a look. I mean, let's have a look at it again. He's clipped him. I'm not saying it's a dive, but he's definitely clipped him. Where do I think Rovers can finish this season? Like I said, 11th. I think I did put, actually, to be honest with you, I think I put 9th, but anywhere between. Where do I think? I think it will be 9th. I think that's the place I think we're finishing this season. And Steve, tactics work well tonight. Just need to finish the game off now. Exactly my thought as well. This is close, that angle shows it from the reverse angle, and he's sort of, it's one of them ones where you put your leg out asking for it, but I don't think it's a yellow card. It's very harsh, very, very, very harsh. Richard Turner up the Rovers again. Any update? Had tea? Is that for me? Is that for me? You're asking me if I've had tea. Is that Dom with his prediction right so far? That's just reminded me that I've not put my prediction on the game. Little Space Dragon. God, I forgot to do it. Was a part? I don't even know if I was part of the prediction video. To be honest with you, I don't think I was. Remind me if I was. I can't remember. I don't think I did put a prediction though. Best, Steve Gedd, best time at Rovers was when she was playing. I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? Wasn't his goals. It's how many he was going to score. Yeah, my dad was telling me about his mate who put a bet on Shearer scoring first goal every game, and if he didn't, he put the double amount on again, and he paid for his season ticket at the end of the season. Okay, so we've got a Blackpool throw-in, actually. It's more like a corner. Fans are shouting for a handball, but it's one of them ones where it just like hit his chest sort of thing. Hedges clears it. We're in the 75th minute. Top 10 players of all time. Is that Rovers? That would take me a while to think of. Of all time as well. I mean, we're talking about all time of when we... Is that all time of when we've seen them, or all time in like we can't say Bob Crompton, can we? Jesus. But I'm interested to see actually, guys, top 10 of all time. Anyone wants to throw any random shouts out that you'd like to see? Because I mean, is Pedersen there? Is someone random like Friedel? Is Friedel there in the top 10 ever? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like Shearer's the obvious one, isn't it? Hendry's the obvious one. Sutton as well, like two guys as well. I thought first in league. Have I missed something here? There's a lot of comments. I do apologise. Stood on his foot. Oh, God, what have I said? What have I been saying? Oh, you did say 1-0 Rovers at the start. I did, actually. Oh, actually. Dan, if you're watching this, I said 1-0 Rovers at the start, right? I said 1-0 Rovers. You're right. Well done. Well done. Have you remembered that? Didn't stand on his foot, didn't touch him. Oh, you okay? What minute are we in? Yes. We're on about the foul in the box. Yes. Didn't stand on his foot, didn't touch it. Okay. Who's your top 3 Rovers players right now, Daniel? Right now. Brereton, Kaminsky, Ayala if he's fit. Is that a good shout? I think that's about right, isn't it? That's got to be right, isn't it? Liverpool are drawing now. Friedel, best keeper in modern era for sure. I mean, yeah. For Rovers, definitely. Yes, Rovers all-time player. All-time player. There's a goal kick for Rovers. We're in the 77th minute now. Not much has really happened in the last few minutes. There's been a sort of... Blackpool have sort of come back into it a little bit. Pervader is coming on now, so we know what that means. Cue that goal. Chris Sutton, Kevin Gallagher, yeah, both good shouts. I remember I was at Darwin, and I think Kevin Gallagher was the manager there. I remember just looking at him and all like, no way. Why are you here? Chris Sutton is the yeah. Graham Lasso, yes, obvious as well. Is he top 10? Is he top 10 ever? It's hard not to put many of those 95 era teams in, but you've got a lot of players. Right, so Vale's fouled. Vale needs to be a little bit cautionary here because he's just almost body checked someone there. Kevin Moran, yes, that's a good shout. The captain of Rovers before the sort of Blackburn Premier League era, wasn't it? He was the player of the year in 1990, I think. I've heard he was a cult hero at the time. Colin Henry would be in the top 10 as well. Yeah, Ben, you're absolutely right with that. Both eras as well, before he left for City and left after it, when we won the league as well. Batty, Ripley, yeah. Batty doesn't do much, does he, in terms of media at the minute? He's sort of right. So Bradley Dack's coming off now. We're in the 79th minute. This almost seems like the... Sorry. So Bradley Dack's coming off for Eden. So I'm intrigued to see what the actual... Is Eden playing centre mid? Or what's the plan here? What's the actual plan here? Kevin, not sure who would be in my top 10 of all time, but I do know Stuart Ripley would be number 1 on my list. That's what I mean. It's all time. It's difficult because it's all sort of relative to how they were in that league, wasn't it, essentially? And how... Because obviously, if you're going to say top 10 of all time, you pick the Premier League winning team because there was 10 players in the team because they were the best team we've ever had. Okay, so Blackpool have got the ball in the box. Was it Pervader? No, it wasn't. It was Jerry Yates. Kaminsky, it was a tame effort. Bit of a let off, I'd say. One of them ones where it's just Eden's actually almost played him through by accident. And Jerry Yates has sort of passed it into... it was a poor effort. Steve, it would be unfair to pick a top 10 as many have said a long time through the hard times before Jack Rocket. Exactly, that's what I mean. Before and after and now, essentially. It's very personal, isn't it? Because that's why I said it. Is it the top 10 now or is it the top 10? Mott Atkins as well. Obviously, 50 grand from Scunthorpe in the 90s. an unsung hero in that 94-95 team, you'd say Damien Duff. Sorry, John. Yeah, that was a great shout. Mad Dog says Duff and Bentley. Duff, yes, obviously. I mean, Duff in the early noughties was amazing. Bentley in the late noughties was amazing. Bentley in the late noughties was incredible as well. An England international. Duff obviously went to looks like Jack Vale's gone down with an injury here, actually. And Ben Clark, the great Simon Gardner. Exactly. That's what I mean. He's the most goals for Blackburn, hasn't he? He has the most goals. So you have to put him in there. So what's happened here? So they're watching the goal again. It's a great finish, isn't it? Little chip over. I always think little dink over is the best sort of finish as to know whether a goal scorer is good or not. Calm in that moment, just to allow yourself to calm yourself down in the moment and just dink it over the keeper like he's done. 1 2. Nice, Steve. I once saw Shearer at Manchester Airport, but my lad had a Sutton shirt on. Oh no. I hope he still was all right with that. Flitcraft, he never held back. Yeah, he never held back from the alligator. Oh, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, he came from City as well, didn't he? And it was great under Souness. That's what I remember him from, as well as this player, Mike Janssen. So it's such a case of what could have been, wasn't it? Unless he had that injury in Rome from the bike incident, it could have been so. He was so close. I think he did make the England team a couple of times, didn't he, Johnny? That's so again another great shout. I'm loving these shouts, by the way, guys. Not the obvious ones, but just the ones that are sort of periphery. And Matt Janssen is What's going on here? What's happened here? Jesus, we're just sort of. So what's happened is Carter's sort of had the ball with Yates, and they're just sort of having a bit of a hug into the box. So Blackpool still have the ball on the left-hand side. It's headed away by Hyam, who's having a class game. Cleared away by Hedges again to the edge of the box. We're in the 83rd minute. Now Jack Vale's been clattered there on the it's going to be a yellow card for Epiketa, I think his name is. Joshua Brady. We should bring Rhodes back if Ben leaves. Yeah, I think he not available from Huddersfield at the time. That is a terrible challenge, by the way. We're in the 84th minute. So what happens here is that Jerry Yates has the ball, and it's one of them. Oh, Carter, Carter's almost showed his naivety there by pulling onto his shirt. And it's lucky that his shirt almost hasn't gone enough, so it showed enough of his back. But you could say both teams have been lucky to escape a penalty. So we've got the ball now, and it is a goal kick. It'll look promising then. Joshua, I think that Rhodes is a bit too immobile, if that makes sense now. But you could say that was never his game in the first place. JC Wilcox, Noel Brotherton, Santa Cruz, Matty Jackson. I mean, Santa Cruz, Paul, stop giving me names that I don't know. Brotherton, Noel Brotherton. I'm going to have to do this on my phone because we're in the 85th minute. Noel Brotherton. But it's to kick the ball away. As I say, it's Noel Brotherton. Are you just doing this on purpose now, Paul? 317 games. That is a lot of games again. Paul, if you want to just not mug me off every half an hour, that'd be great. 317 games again. That is insane. I think back then they were more loyal. That's what I'm learning. I think Santa Cruz again. Santa Cruz again. Another shout. Now Blackpool have the ball that's crossing into the box, and it's a foul. It's one of them ones where it's good, solid, professional defending. Jerry Yates has showed his naivety there. Derek Fazakli, nearly 600 games. Yeah, again, another player that it's hard. Like Simon Gardner, you can't not put him there. Georgios Donis was was good for a bit. His son is playing in Stuttgart now, isn't he? He was playing in Stuttgart anyway. Johnny. Paul has said Michel Salgado didn't cost a quid, so I don't think he would be in the top 10, but he was a quality player for us. Yeah. I think he was more known for his Real Madrid days, wasn't he? But he still was a class act in the Premier League for us. Colin Hendry, obviously. I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? We're in the 86th minute now, guys. We sort of seem to be having a low block as it stands. Whether or not Blackpool can. Okay, so we've just headed it with Morton on the edge of the box. He's taken a shot. Oh my God, he's taken a shot and it's gone to Preston. Richard Turner, how your Championship 6 finish at the end of the season? Well, Christ, at the start of the season, I put Borough to win the league, but I think I put Borough. This is what I'm going for the start of the season: Borough, Sheffield United, Watford. I think I put Burnley there, West Brom, and I think I put Swansea there. But that's obviously a bad shout again. But right now, it's. I'll answer that at the end of this after the World Cup, because the games are coming so thick and fast that if you lose 2 games, you go down about 7 places, don't you, at the minute? Just remember, we didn't need Zidane. We had showed exactly. We didn't. Yeah, exactly. We didn't even need Lewandowski as well. Yeah, because of an ash cloud. Nah, we just didn't need him. Bellamy was different when he was. Yeah, that Bellamy season was. It was amazing, weren't it? But it was just a case of big fish in a small pond. He wants to go to Liverpool, so don't deserve a sub. Excellent stream. Keep it up. Yeah. If I'm guessing that's for this channel. Yeah. If you want to sub to the channel, you can do it. It's easy to do. It's just below. Right. Okay. We've just cleared the ball. It's coming for a corner. Again, we're in the 80th minute, but if anybody wants to actually sub for my channel as well, it's Dom Meadowcroft. It's just a little small plug for me again. Sorry, guys. Just type Dom Meadowcroft. It's fine. But yeah, guys, subscribe. Vote for the FCAs. We're Blackpool have a corner on the left-hand side now. It's headed in. Oh, it's just gone over the bar. Wow. Okay. That is a close one. Pedersen and Tugai, says Paul. I mean, Tugai, yes. Pedersen, he's got to be sort of close there, hasn't he? So, Bellamy, Santa Cruz, Speedy. Yeah, the one before. Shearer. So, if we didn't have Speedy, we wouldn't have got Shearer, would we, essentially, for that sort of swap deal. The keeper, Chris Pearce, never let one goal in the Blackburn net. Adam. I'm not gonna lie, Chris Pearce. Is that the one that was really bad? Am I getting that wrong? Or Perez, Mad Dog Perez? Are we just saying names now? I don't know who Perez is. Sorry, Mad Dog. Chris Samba, Ryan Nelson. Let me know who these players actually are, because I'm intrigued to know. I was playing this. So Blackpool have a bit of a counter going on now. Oh, Brereton is defending in the box now, and it goes up for a corner for Blackpool again. They're in the 90th minute now. So, sorry, name Steve. Yeah, Brereton died on the even. Oh, no way, did he? That's a shame, isn't it? Tony Parks. Yeah, I spoke about this on the Blackpool podcast, because apparently he's loved there as well. He went there just after he was at us, and he was sort of perennial for they're going for the Premier League. Yakubu was good for a season. Savage, yep, quality player. Sorry, John A. He was, but it was part of his place. That Sebastian Perez. I don't know who that is. Sorry, my dog. I'll have to search after the game. I will do. Bellamy at Birmingham. Okay. So Blackpool have the corner on the right-hand side. In the first minute of added time now, and I think there's been a lighter thrown on the pitch. So that'll stop the play. They cross it in. It's a floating one again. It's sort of a poor one. I'm not going to lie. And I think we actually have the ball here. Oh, no, we don't. I'm actually cut off the screen a little bit there. Okay, I have the full screen there. That's fine. Chris Pearce. So I was just watching the game a little bit here for once. We're sort of just clearing it, and we're not really, we need to trap it at the top end of the pitch because it's sort of just all coming back to Blackpool now. But I feel like this one's gonna. Yes, there we go. Kaminsky's got the ball. Perez was Hodgson days. I will search him as well. Chris Pearce and Perez. Right. While Kaminsky's down, we'll give a quick Google to Chris Pearce. So Blackpool crossed it on the edge of the box, and Kaminsky's just been headed by Reece Williams. Chris Pearce. Football. Nothing's coming up, mate. I spelled it wrong. Chris Price, not Chris Pearce. Perez in. So Adam Wharton's been named man of the match. Is that right, guys? Adam Wharton. Who do you think your man of the match has been so far, guys? Who do you think it's been if you've been watching the game? I'm gonna say. Adam Wharton's not a bad shout. It's either going to be Mawson or Wharton. Hyams had a quality game. Bruton Diaz has had a great game as well. He could have easily have had a 2 or 3 if it wasn't for the goalkeeper pulling off a couple of great saves. There's been a few of them. Travis has played well at right back. Maybe that's the place he needs to be now. And we do have a lot of centre mids. So, and we don't have that many right backs. It might be, players from this season. Right, so I'm spelling this Chris. I wish you could see the screen I got right now. Chris. Oh, here we go. Chris Price played 83 times for us between 86 and 88. It's not that many, is it? Chris Price ended. Oh no, he played another 19. Okay. What about Dak? In the top 10 ever. Okay. Maybe top 20. I won't say top 10. So Blackpool have a throw-in on the left side. Oh, sorry, is this Dak for the man of the match? Sorry, I thought you meant top 10. Wharton, yes. So he's thrown it in. Blackburn have headed it out, and it's sort of just fizzled out for Blackpool a tiny bit, but they still have the ball on the right-hand side of the box. We seem to have a lot of players back still. I'm not sure he's on the right-hand side. Oh, it's got to be a foul, hasn't it? Yep. Bruton has made a foul on the right-hand side. Had Dak done good? Good English, mate. Yes, he's done better than he has in the recent games, I will say. And his assist showed his quality in the game. And he showed his quality on as a footballer, and he's getting there. He's definitely getting there. That's what we'll say in this game. I remember Perez was clattered by Lasso playing for Chelsea, and the Riverside wanted Lasso blood. This is after Lasso won the Premier League after Rovers. Okay. So Blackpool over the. It's going to go very, very, very close to the edge of the box. This probably will be the last chance of the game. Here we go, guys. So it's going to be a pass to the edge of the box. It's sort of a scuff shot. It's a terrible shot from the whoever that was. Eden is chasing the ball down. It's gone back to the goalkeeper. We're in the 95th and a half minute. Here we go. Needs to win it. Needs to clear it. We're sort of half clearing it as it stands. We need to get the ball. Oh, and Blackpool have crossed the ball into the box, and I think it's Doug All who's headed it, and I think it's just grazed the bar, and I think that is the end of the match. I think, is that the end of the game? That's the end of the game, isn't it? It is. Well, hey, we're on for a win, guys. We won the game. Oh, that's what we needed, guys. That is definitely what we needed. What do we think of the game, guys? What did we think of the game? It's Blackpool 0, Blackburn 1, and 12 points. Are we ahead of Burnley in the league? We don't know. It all depends on tomorrow. There's a huge day tomorrow. What do you think of the game, guys? Did we deserve the win? Who was your man of the match? Who do you think we need to sign? Where do you think we need to sign, to be honest with you, as well? What do you think we need? It was a bit of a I don't know, was it a tense game? It's hard to say, really, wasn't it? Other than the sort of half chances that they had, like, yeah, Rich Tierney, it was a great win. It was a needed win. Very, very much needed win, I'd say. It was a sort of a victory that sort of halted the rot that was coming, and we showed that we are class at the back. Dom Hyam, look, I tell you what a debut he's had so far. Paul has said we needed to halt the slide. Don't care how we build. The win was nicked. That is exactly what I just said. Yes, that is exactly what we needed. Well done, Paul. Well done. Well said. Johnny has said Dingle's got better goal difference right now, but it doesn't matter, does it? We're on 12 points. We've won 4 out of 7. And at the start of the season, would you have won? If I told you we've won 4 out of 7, you would have taken that, wouldn't you? Great win after the last few, exactly. And I'll tell you what, it's a win against the Lancashire side. So whether or not it's a proper derby, that remains to be said. But it is a win, and it is a win against a Blackpool team who, oh God, bloody hell. It has been fun, this chat, hasn't it? Who was the man of the match? Adam Morton, wasn't it? Definitely was. Proper happy with a 1-0, though. We needed a boost. Hopefully we can build on this and have a couple of plays in. Yeah, exactly. And we've got a home game against Bristol City next, and I think it's away at Wigan as well after that. So I'll end it. I think I'll end it here. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Paul, for that. Good night, great for the great stream. This is my first ever stream, so I'll try my best. And I know I'm not Jared. I tell you what, he's an absolute diamond, isn't he? And Matt is as well. But if you want more of me and more of the chat and more of the sort of opinions, whether they're good or bad, subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate these sort of comments. Thanks for the commentary. It was very involved and descriptive. Thank you. I'm off to Zealand. Wow. Okay. Well played, Rovers and Dom's son. I guess that's son. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Great for the stream, guys. If you want to subscribe to me, my name's Dom Badercroft on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to the Rovers Chat right now, subscribe here. We're live on every game, and we'll be live tomorrow at about 8:30 to about 11:30 for the the transfer deadline day. We'll have Rich Shot from the Lancashire Telegraph as well, giving you the inside information. If you want to help us out as well, like I said at halftime, the FCA awards are coming up soon, and we'll appreciate every support we get. If we get in the top 10, I've been told, we get to go to the actual place and we get to all meet each other. So thanks all, guys, for the victory. It shows that you don't. I mean, I broke the curse. It wasn't just you needed Jared on the stream. It's just that we needed Big Ben to be there, involved. And thank you all for being involved. Thanks for all the support, and I will see you soon. Cheers, guys. Peace.